Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here.
Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. On the visitor sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys currently a couple games over 500, 4-2 through 6 games.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Probably check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First and goal.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to pull off from reaching the end zone the last time, so haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, third down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's incomplete.
Intended for Jordan.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Looked like an issue with his snap, but he pulled it wide left. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Right back to Mason. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Mason with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
First down.
That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll try and do this himself.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
No gain on the
As
play.
usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. On this one, then they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now back to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
72 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
The Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 32. First down, Minnesota.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
28 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hockenson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Yeah, that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second down and 20.
He'll drop to throw. Addison holds it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Justin
Oftentimes when you're
Jefferson.
losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. Out right to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's second and
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for Earl Jones. this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On the give, it's Mason. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. An inside give to Jones. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
On the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
19, Tiger, 19.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2 yard line. Knock it on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the one. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Jones again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much now on the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Tony Jefferson.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Minnesota.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running left, Mason. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for LA, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.